This year, the World Bank and the IMF didn't just talk about digital finance. They described the exact rails that crypto projects have been building for years. For the longest time, the common belief was that institutions would never rely on blockchain. But now, the language coming from these global bodies mirrors exactly what Stellar, XRP, and Hedera have already been delivering: inclusion, instant settlement, and trusted governance. In this video, I'm going to break down how these three coins fit together and what that could mean for the next global financial shift. The World Bank's vision for digital public infrastructure is simple. Payments and access must become as universal as electricity or clean water. That means transaction costs need to be low, the unbanked need to be included, and the rails must actually work in the real world. This is exactly the niche where Stellar has been building for years. Through its anchor model and the MoneyGram access network, people can walk into a location, deposit cash, and instantly send USDC across borders in just a few seconds. On the other side, they can cash out in local currency just as quickly. When the World Bank says that remittance costs must fall below 3% by 2030, Stellar can already raise its hand and say, "We're doing that right now." But what about central banks? They are rolling out CBDCs at record speed, yet most of these projects are being developed in isolation, with different tech stacks and different standards. Without a bridge, the result is fragmentation that makes the global system even worse. This is where XRP comes in. XRP is designed to be the neutral settlement layer, the universal adapter in a world of mismatched plugs. Transactions finalize in 3 to 5 seconds, and fees cost just fractions of a cent. Ripple's model doesn't try to replace central bank digital currencies. Instead, it connects them. That's why so many pilots and partnerships are already experimenting with Ripple's CBDC platform. It is not about competing with sovereign currencies. It is about ensuring interoperability across them. Still, speed and inclusion are not enough on their own. Global finance also demands trust, compliance, and governance. That's where Hedera enters the picture. Unlike other networks, Hedera is governed by a council of major enterprises that policymakers already know and trust, including Google, IBM, and Standard Bank. Its unique hashgraph algorithm delivers instant finality, low energy use, and a carbon-negative status. For central banks and regulators, this governance structure is exactly what matters most. It provides accountability and transparency, while still being decentralized enough to scale globally. If you step back and look at the bigger picture, you see a blueprint forming. Stellar provides inclusion and low-cost retail payments. XRP builds the bridge for CBDC and cross-border interoperability. Hedera delivers governance and trust for regulators and institutions. What once sounded like speculative hype now lines up perfectly with what the World Bank and the IMF are demanding: access, speed, and credibility. Before we talk about possible price ranges, let me be clear. This is not financial advice. The following section is only my personal perspective based on the trends I'm seeing. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Here's how I see the ranges shaping up if adoption momentum continues. XRP could test the $2 to $3 zone, with strong support interest in the 120s to 150s. Stellar could retest the 70 cents to $1 zone, with a lot of interest in the 40s. Hedera could be targeting the $1 to $1.30 range, with reload opportunities in the 50s to 60s. But the bigger question here isn't short-term price. The real question is which of these rails will capture the most value once institutions roll out at scale. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments, because this is a conversation that is just beginning. If you want to stay ahead while the world's financial system upgrades, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me here every day for these breakdowns.